Hey, welcome back to Bitter-Swede Garage. Today, I'm working on the Capri again, and I've gotten myself into a really big mess. So, let's check it out. So, I already started to take some carpet out. But, you know, the guy told me that there's a little bit of rust in the floors. I mean, maybe right there. There's pretty solid, but we gotta focus right there. So this is a unibody car. So the issue, one, gotta try not to cut the fuel lines when I'm demolishing these floors. We need to take this floor support out, which is for the seats, but it's also tying the car together. So hopefully when I cut this out, it doesn't just, you know, fold in half. But if that's the case, we'll take the engine and the transmission out and put it in something else. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is vacuum up this rust, see what we're working with. All right, well that's better. This part of the floor looks great, although it looks like, see how it's kind of warped up? I have my suspicions that somebody jumped this car like the Dukes of Hazzard. So I gotta drill out all these spot welds. But first, I think I might need to prop up this. I think I'm gonna kind of prop this subframe up, floor support, because the transmission is hanging off of it. So anyway, I got a lot of dirty work ahead of me. Here's my new floor pan. Looks nice. I don't know if it fits good. I'm definitely going to reuse that flange there. I may not have to weld it that far up on the transmission tunnel, but we'll see. Yeah, what's next? All right, I'm gonna prop that up. What? There's where I put the, that's not mine. All right, so the good news is the inner rocker is in really good shape, and the floor flange kind of just popped off pretty easy with the trusty air hammer. Usually I put a big hole in the inner rocker, but I didn't do that this time. Kind of got my cut line laid out. I used to think, because my patch is that big, I got to use all of it to get my money's worth. But really, if this metal's good, don't cut it out, and then trim this to fit. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of roughing this out. I probably have to cut more of that seat support out. And then I also need to drill out all the spot welds that are on the subframe. All right, I got one side out. I just cut it right down the middle, and then I kind of just peeled it up. Worked pretty good. Got my line taped off, pretty square, pretty straight enough. And I got my little X there to remind me not to cut through the fuel line. I'm gonna see if I can throw a piece of sheet metal up in there to kind of protect it. But here we go. All right, I got the line cut. This is all loose now. See if I can start pulling it out. Oh yeah. Use some license plates down there to protect the fuel line. That worked pretty good. So there's some spot welds that I gotta mess with, and we'll get the rest of this out of here. So I got a big mess, but I drilled down the floor with some self-tapping screws to where I want it. And then I cleaned up that subframe. And I put some weld-through primer on the edges, and well, nothing but left but to do it. All right, so I started to tack it in. It's going pretty good. Got about 5 or 6 hours in it, the old floor came out pretty good. It's dark outside, so I'm gonna call it quits for tonight, and we'll get back after it later. So I got one plug weld left. I figured I'd show you what I was doing. There was a lot, so I didn't want to film it all. So right down here is my last screw. Hopefully you can see that. Check. Alright, so let's see, get my drill. Take the screw out. And I got this bad boy. It's basically like a little hole saw. So that's a spot weld cutter. Like that. So you just want to go through the top layer and not the second layer. So I got something to weld to. My head's probably gonna block this shot, so hold on. And that is that. Show you, this is the some of the screws I pulled out. So all these spot welds along the inner structure, like the floor support subframe, and then all along the inner rocker. So if you don't look too close, it looks pretty good, but it's in. So I still need to weld, I need to order this piece. It's my floor support and seat riser, and yeah, the floors will be done. Well, this floor. I haven't looked at the other one. I think it's okay, but I don't know. For Pete's sakes, look at this mess. That wasn't me. It's probably Mark. All right, I got all of Mark's mess cleaned up. Lazy. Anyway, here's the floor one more time. That's the piece I need to order. I'll get that in and zipped on. So that's just gonna wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.